Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And you guys remember Dontro, right? At the Ester Sand outpost? Yeah, we talked to him before. Now he's got a big Seek by him. So, yeah, we're here about the bill you posted. Yep, you have a flowering cactoid problem, and I'm here to cure it of being a flowering cactoid. Alright, so let's see, where is... Oh, yeah, I've seen them before. They're not tough. It's trouble because it's prettier and has a flower on it. No, that can't be why. I guess the one with the flower is more powerful and evil-filled. Yeah, there it is. Did a number on the Seek's belongings too, huh? Well, that's, okay, the Yardang Labyrinth. Alright, the hunt begins. Don't forget to take the flower. Okay, I will remember that. You sure you don't just want us to kill it for the flower and not because it's any real problem? Maybe it's harassing you because you're trying to take its flower. You know, whatever. So let's see if we can go find this thing. And see if I want to. By the way, off screen I did do some stuff. I should grab my notes here. Yes. What I did, I bought some new equipment for Pinello, the light woven shirt and the Orakia armlet, the same armlet that Vaughn has. I equipped those two or got her the licenses for that. I also talked to Gatsley again, the guy with the Thrextera hunt. Talked to him over in the bazaar, and he added he added a new bazaar goods for us. It's like a forbidden grimoire or forgotten grimoire or something. I don't want to anger that Tyrannosaurus. So I talked to him. That became available. I did not buy it because it costs 18,000 gil. So it'll be a while before we get an extra 18,000 to buy something like that. We can go ahead and save before fighting the flowering cactoid because I remember this thing frustrating me. I also explored the rest of the Giza Plains area, just kind of map things in. Along the way, I did fight a couple new enemies. One was a wild snake. It was just this giant snake thing that slid out of the grass if you get close to some of the edges. But yeah, it wasn't any more challenging than any of the other enemies in the area. And then I found one spot. It kind of sticks out if you're looking at the map. The spot is, to get there you go to like the west of the village or southwest of the village, and there's a spot that sticks out that hangs out, like, if you're looking at the whole map, looks like it's directly south from the village. I believe it was that area. I ended up fighting an alpha hyena, and there were a couple other hyenas with him. The alpha hyena was level 4, and he had 200 HP. He wasn't super challenging, but I guess if there was a mini-boss, I'd call that a mini-boss, instead of calling the hunts a mini-boss. So I did that, and what I ended up getting, he was guarding some treasure. He was guarding 3 treasures, but 2 of them were of note. One being a high potion, which we haven't gotten. I don't think we've gotten a high potion yet, so yeah, I wanted to make note of that. And the blind spell. Yeah, I actually got the spell itself in the treasure. So I gave the Black Magic 2 license for Pinello. Got that on her so she can cast blind. And yeah, obviously going around and killing stuff over and over on the Giza Plains. Not that I was necessarily intentionally grinding, it was just kind of happening as I was exploring, because I go, oh look, there's more monsters, let's go fight them. Because I need, you know, basically limitless license points at this point. Well, not limitless, there is a limit to how many license points you need, but for a good portion of the early going here, you know, I'm never going to be able to get enough. Because that's how it's going to feel like. Until we reach a certain point, but that's not going to be for a long time, so... Yeah, that took care of all of the stuff between, that I did off camera. And now, I'm just trying to find this. We found the flowering cactoid, so we should probably pay more attention to that, but we've got tons of other enemies around here. Let's attack them first, get some of them out of the way, get some of these other cactoids out of the way. The flowering cactoid's still following us, so yeah, I gotta cut down on these regular enemies, otherwise it's... And obviously running from them is not helping. So yeah, Pinello will start doing a cure there. And we'll leave the flowering cactoid alone. We still have a wolf to deal with. Oh, nice two-hit combo there, Vaughn. Pinello got another level. Vaughn, you are almost dead. Let's fix you from being almost dead. And I want to get blind on this flowering cactoid. Blind, once you get blind on it, it's gonna stay on it. So it missed. That's okay. We're gonna try it again, because if I didn't have the blind spell, I probably wouldn't even be attempting this fight right now. Well, I still have 4 more chances to get blind on this thing, so we'll keep trying that. Vaughn, you can start attacking for the moment. Did you just do like 9 damage? Pinello's blinded. I don't really care if Pinello's blinded. She's going to be casting magic. Yeah, Yeah, our knife isn't doing much. Okay. Pinello... No, Pinello, I want you to keep casting fire, because you're really the only one damaging this thing. Yeah, 101, that's pretty decent damage. And I'm just gonna keep pausing the action momentarily, just so I can make sure I'm using potions at the right time. Yeah, we'll use a potion on you. Don't want you to get too low on health. Where are you going? Get back here. A lot of times, if you let these hunts wander off, what will end up happening is they'll go off and then they'll like heal themselves somehow. So I don't want to let him out of sight, but I don't want him attracting other monsters. But yeah, he's like off trying to get more help. We got him about half dead, so that's a good thing. Oh, he's running right into these wolves. Well, maybe I could have Vaughn fight the wolves. No, we want to get away from them. Because I don't want to be dealing with those wolves. And he's no longer on my little mini-map, so... if I have to deal with those wolves, let's use Blindna. Let's deal with these wolves. Now we'll catch up eventually. There we go. Alright, wolves are down. The flowering cactoid ran this way. There it is. See, it refilled some of its health. It's still blinded, though. I'm going to potion up before going back in there. Again, I'm not too worried about wasting potions because we have a ton of them, and I haven't paid for any of them, so yeah. Yeah, look at it. It's curing itself. That's not allowed. Also, I apologize if I have the, yeah, look at the minimal amounts of damage Vaughn is doing. We basically need that fire spell to take care of it. Yeah, I apologize if I have the map up. I kind of get caught up in the moment and forget to take it down. So sorry if it's kind of obstructing the view of this intense battle. Yeah, you guys know me and getting lost in these 3D games. Although, yeah, it's... Although at this point, I don't think I've fully learned the buttons for that. So I made Pinello the leader so I can have her run around and get more magic. Oh, come on, hurry up and kill this thing. Yeah, we gotta get back up there. No, leave the cactoid alone. We gotta find it again. There it is. You can see the big red dot. Well, it's a bigger red dot. It cured itself again. But I have enough for a few more fire spells. If those other wolves get in my way, I can just send Vaughn over there to keep them at bay. Oh, it's gonna ready 1,000 needles. Dang, that does 1,000 damage. And this is why I was hoping the blind would make it, you know, blind. But I have a few Phoenix Downs. We can use one, because I do want Vaughn to get the license points from this. Let's try fire. Hopefully this finishes it. Vaughn, you need some health badly. So I'll have you use a Phoenix, or you use a potion. Oh, that fire didn't finish it. Oh, that's really bad. Vaughn, you're on heal duty. Pinello, gosh, attacking it just doesn't do enough. Oh, or it does. We get 2 license points for killing it. Whew. I remember my first time playing the game, I think I actually got a game over to that thing because of that 1,000 needles. Yeah, it also kind of made me want to avoid going after hunts, but at least hunts as soon as they appeared. Now, speaking of the hunts, I will make an attempt on all of the hunts. I may or may not go after them when they first appear, or I should say when I first find them, because I might occasionally forget to check on that stuff and then come back later and then be like, oh, these hunts are easy. So yeah, we'll just do the hunts at our convenience, and I finally remembered to turn the map off after the battle was over. Yay! But now we can go back and see Dantro. Yep, we have the cactus flower. And we get 500 gil and a potion. Okay. That amount of money is kind of nice for this part of the game. So, yeah, I'll make an attempt on the hunts. I can't really see where I'm walking with that. Gotta get used to the PS4 controller and moving the camera around with all these newfangled buttons and such. Okay, it's not. It's the same basic layout as the PS1 controller and PS2 controller, etc., etc. But yeah, it's still, this many controls in a game is not something I'm typically used to. In 2D games, you don't really have camera angles that you get to adjust at the same time that you're trying to walk around. You know, that sort of thing just doesn't really happen. So let's head back. Let's go back over to our clan hall and see if anything new opens up there. Or if Mont Blanc will give us something new. Yeah, I was going to spoil something, but yeah, this is still a semi-blind playthrough when I play this. The commentary is not blind at all, but I'm trying to pretend it is. It's pretend blind commentary, or pretend live commentary, however you want to look at it. But the thing is, I haven't even started doing commentary until after recording the entirety of the game. So, yeah, some of the details and stuff I might end up forgetting. Especially as I run through towns and that. And I was like, oh, where was I going on this trip through Rabanasta? Was I going to the clan hall? Was I going shopping? Yeah, so it'll be kind of a surprise for both of us. But yeah, maybe I'll use this time to talk about other things, and then when I realize where we're going, then I'll commentate on it, so it doesn't look like I'm incompetent in my commentary. Okay, we're going back to Lowtown. This time I'm sure I know where we're going. We're going back to Old Dallin because we have the Sunstone, which will let us evolve our Gloom into a Blossom. Wait, no, that can't be right. This guy, he sells onion bolts. They're for crossbows. At least I'm pretty sure they're for crossbows. I like this music. I mean, it almost has kind of like a gypsy dancing feel to it. And maybe it's just me. The Careful Listener. So he's going to talk about the Imperials coming to Rabanasta, and his take on that. Yeah, and how the people in Lowtown basically need tons of money that they can't really get in order to live in the upper city, but the Imperials don't really come to Lowtown because it's, well, it's Lowtown. It's down and dirty and grimy, and it has a demented merchant or two. But, yeah. This is also me getting lost on the way to finding Old Dallin, even though I have, you know, the map pulled up. Gotta figure out which way I'm facing and which way. There's so many ways to go about this. Is there anything else interesting to do around here? I don't think there is. So, yeah, I just ran past a treasure. That's okay, it's probably only like 2 gil. Isn't this? This is not. See, this is why I really don't care about the treasure right now. I want to find Old Dallin. This is why my generation of games is the 2D games. It's what I grew up with.
Hey, Vaughn.
I get lost so easily in these big, massive 3D games.
It's been a long time since we did anything together. Too long. I had a really good time. Well, I should probably be getting back to the store. Actually, I was kind of supposed to be watching the place for Miguelo. And Vaughn, try to stay out of trouble. For me. I don't know what I'd do if you weren't here. If something happened to you.
That was a weird camera
I'm not going anywhere,
angle they
okay?
had.
That's what I wanted to hear. See you later.
Alright, so Pinello's leaving us for now.
Sorry, Pinello.
But I mean, clearly she's going to be back at some point. I mean, we made her a black mage, so she has to come back.
Now you'll be wanting to know how to sneak into the palace, eh? First you go to Storehouse 5. You know the one. 2 doors she has. Now the right takes Ban Ratsbane to his territorial hunting grounds in the sewer bottom. But that's not the way you'll go. No, you'll take the left door down into the Garum Scythe waterway. The waterway leads to a stair. The stair to the palace cellars. That's your way in. But don't go counting your gil just yet, my boy. Getting into the palace was the easy part. The way into the treasury is carefully hidden. That's
In other
where
words, it's going to be a
Crescent
pain in the butt.
Stone comes in. The magics it bears can open the hidden door to the treasury, you see. Listen, Von, for the words I shall speak are most important, and not to be forgotten. Do you understand? The signet yearns for sunstone strength to light the clouded way. Once in the palace, you'll find the signet tile, very important. Give to it the sun's power, and it will light your path. Very well. Oh, a warning. Be aware that if you're caught, you'll spend the rest of your short life rotting in the Nalbina dungeons. So, look sharp, my boy. And don't go running off before you're ready. Plans freshly hatched have a habit of tumbling from the nest straight into the hunter's stew pot.
Yeah, it's so easy to make fun of old Dallin's voice and word choices there, but so easy in fact that I can't think of a good one. So yeah, we're gonna go to the waterway. There's some other guys
326 are
here.
in place. They stand ready. So far, the Imperials haven't noticed a thing.
Hey,
Then
I
go now and
remember
hurry
him.
the others. By nightfall, we must ensure all our men are in place.
Sir,
He was in the intro thing with Rex. Vossler is his name. And Mysterious Girl, at least I hope that's a girl. Yes, I did just assume her gender. Alright. We are going to, we're gonna try and, now we gotta find our way to the waterway. Oh gosh. Fortunately, this one's kind of easy to do. You just go straight ahead until you get to the end. I got too far to the end, but there's a private residence here. There's crystals on the door, so I should be able to get that. Ooh, a treasure. And now I've gotten completely turned around from where I needed to go. Like I said, I get distracted in 3D games. The streets of Rabanasta. Maybe I was intending to go here first. Am I going shopping? I probably should avoid that. It makes my commentary look silly. That's okay, I gotta do something to fill these big parts. Techniques. Yeah, I'd like to learn a technique, preferably that 1,000 needles, which is actually a technique. Nothing new there. Okay, fine. Now I'm being defeated by doorways. Alright, yeah, I do want to make sure we are stocked up, because it will be a while before we can get back. I do remember this part of the game. So let's see if you have any new weapons. Do I want a binding weapon? No. Alright, well, I guess if the weapon shop doesn't have anything new, the armor shop won't either. And I don't think there's another hunt we could do right now, but, this isn't the gate to anywhere. I'm lost again. Yeah, there we go. Look for the shining crystals. Eventually I'll catch on to that. Alright, I want to make sure we're well equipped. Ah, yes, I want to have my... Pinello still has my accessory thing. Yeah, I only have one of them. Maybe if I didn't miss that side delivery thing with the banga on the outer wall, I wouldn't be in this mess right now. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get this light armor too. What else do I want to get? I don't really use MP for anything right now. Oh, there's battle lures down this way. Those are basically passive buffs that will increase our physical attack. So I'm going to go ahead and use my license points to get another plus 70 health, I think that was. There's ninja swords up that way. There's some big HP buffs over there. I like this Shikari job class, and lots of HP buffs in the early game makes things really nice. So, yeah, look at that. 360 HP. And equipping this headgear that we got the license for. Oh my gosh, and this thing we got the license for. Look at that. 390 HP. Almost 400 at this point. You guys think about how much Pinello had, and she had that as her kind of natural HP with no passive buffs like that. Yeah, it's kind of silly. Where am I? Okay, yeah, this is Storehouse 5. There we go. No, it's kites. Yes, well, thank you for waiting for me, kites, and telling me stuff that isn't really important to anything. You're just kind of here now. Open the door and let me in. Alright. Oh, I get 2 potions and 4 eye drops. Eye drops will cure blindness, so those are nice. What, can I go back this way? Well, I can probably do that, but that's not where I'm going. Is there a treasure around here? This looks like a place that should have a treasure. Now I'm disappointed. I mean, it's called Storehouse 5, and they're not giving me a treasure. Okay, well, this is the Garmsmythe Waterway. Our next dungeon. And it's a place that we're going to go to with just Thon. Hey, there's a save crystal. Alright, we'll go ahead and save it. Kind of neat music for like an underground waterway too. I like it. It fits very nicely.